Welcome to Santa Maria style barbecue.
The first thing we're going to talk about is the red oak, because it's super important. And a little bit of history about this is that it's a tree native to the Central Coast, and it supplied wood to the cowboys who first cooked tri-tip here in Santa Maria when everyone else considered it a throwaway cut and no good. They took it and cooked it up with some beans, as you can see here, with some beans and garlic bread, and that's what started Santa Maria style barbecue. This style of cooking is about 150 years old, and as you can see, requires an open pit barbecue called the Santa Maria style barbecue pit. What you see me doing here is some trimming. This is important because you need to cut away all the sinew and everything that makes the meat not as exciting to eat, because it makes it chewy, and also you cut away to about 1/8 of an inch of fat. A neat little fact is how rare and special tri-tip is. Other states don't really know what to do with it or how to cook it, so they just toss it in hamburgers, but Santa Maria is special and they have it. People like to enjoy snacks, like some tortilla chips as they are cooking. Now, seasoning here is very, very important. You want to season very generously. And the seasoning has mainly salt, garlic, and pepper. Those are the main stuff. Parsley and such. And here we're just going to be using the fat that we had trimmed off the tri-tip earlier to kind of clean the grill, put a nice little taste on it. So you want to wait till it's all cooked up a little bit, melting, and then you're going to wipe down the grill top with it. As we're touching up the fire here, let me talk about the seasoning I used. I used Suzy Q, which is an incredible seasoning that could go on everything. Santa Maria style Suzy Q. And now we're walking out the tri-tips. Now we are going to put the tri-tip on the grill fat side down first, close to the flame, to get a nice sear for about 5 minutes before raising the grill up. This is a good time to talk about the nutritional makeup of tri-tip. It is healthier than sirloin. It is about 44% fat, 0% carbs, 53% protein, and there are about 171 calories in a 3-ounce serving. And luckily tri-tip comes in a giant piece. It also contains vitamin B6, B12, and minerals like iron and zinc. It is also a good source of choline. The seasoning does not have much of a nutritional effect on the tri-tip, and here we got some little tiny tips I cut off to, have for a snack later. We are constantly adjusting the height of the grill to account for the heat. I like to hold my hand out, and if I have to take it off after 3 seconds, then that's a good time. Now for the beans. They are interpreted differently. Typically they would be pinto beans mixed with salsa, but I have these Santa Maria ranch style beans to use just as well. For the original pinto beans, they are high in creamine, iron, potassium, and a half a cup serving contains about 8 grams of protein, 23 carbs, 8 grams of fiber, 123 calories, but the ranch style beans are very similar.
Pinquito beans are also native to the Central Coast.
Now, here we have some linguiça and sweetbreads. Linguiça is a Portuguese-style sausage, while the sweetbreads are the pancreas of the cow. These are also very common in Santa Maria-style barbecue and are served as a little appetizer because they get done much quicker. Sweetbreads are very rich in vitamin C. Now for the bread. Everyone knows bread is high in carbs, and this is a garlic bread. Everyone makes their garlic bread very differently, and the way I make it, I kind of just rub garlic on it. The bread is pretty essential to Santa Maria style barbecue because it's been around as long as Santa Maria style barbecue in the type of style it is itself. Now here we are taking all the bread and tri-tips off because they are ready after we had some linguiça I just cut up earlier. I'm going to use this time to talk a little bit about Santa Maria. In the late 19th century, Santa Maria's rich soil attracted farmers and settlers, and hence giant population and agricultural community in Santa Maria. Here we're going to put some butter on the bread to add some flavor, and this is everything complete. This is a Santa Maria style barbecue right here. It's missing some salsa. Typically you want to eat the tri-tip with salsa and not barbecue sauce. Not barbecue sauce. For cutting the tri-tip, you want to cut in thin slices against the grain, because if you cut with the grain, it will be very chewy and it will be very tough to eat. Here we're going to try a little piece. Man, always the best food. Now you want to cook it until it's about either 125 to 145 internal temperature. 125 is pretty rare, and that's how I like it. Even though for my standards right now, I cooked it kind of well. To my standards. And I would definitely cook it again. It took about 2 hours total though. Anyways, enjoy the tri-tip.